Hi everyone, I'm Christy from the Northwest Corner. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making goulash, or as some people know it, Johnny Marzetti. It's a real easy dish. It's a nice comfort meal. It's a little chillier today, so this is what we're having for dinner. For this recipe, I need a pound of burger. I have that already cooking over here on the stove. I have seasoned it with salt, pepper, and some black garlic. You can use regular garlic. You can put onion powder in it. You can omit the onions, however you want to do it. This is just how I grew up making it. And then I also have a pot of water boiling on the stove as well for our macaroni noodles. And you'll need some macaroni noodles. I'm not going to obviously make this whole box. This is a 2-pound box. I'll probably use maybe half of it. You need some tomato juice and some diced tomatoes. These are ones that I canned last fall from our garden, so we're going to use those. I have a small onion, and then I have half of a medium-sized onion. And I'm going to put all of this onion in it. And then I have one green bell pepper. It's optional. Some people put green bell pepper in it and some people don't. I'm going to put some in ours tonight. So the first thing, like I said, I've got my burger already browning on the stove. I did already add a little bit of onion to it. Because if you want the honest truth, I flubbed on the very first take. So imagine that. So I just threw the onion in there, but I wanted to get the burger all browned up. So you can use ground turkey. You can use ground chicken in it. Hamburger, obviously. I think those are the only things that we've ever used in ours is just hamburger, ground turkey, or ground chicken. So don't know if anything else would work in it or not. We've always made it with the ground meat. So, venison works in it as well too, ground venison. I've been so busy the last couple of days. It was so nice. We had really, 2 or 3 days of about
80, mid 80s.
Yeah, 75, mid 80s. And today it got 63.
Geez, with the wind, I don't even know if it's that. Maybe got 55.
Yeah. We cooked on the grill last night because we had a busy day. Did a lot of things around the house, and as we're sitting there, my husband's like, we're gonna have high winds and a dust storm. And I'm like, a what? A dust storm? I'm like, oh, never heard of that. Sure enough, within probably 20 minutes, the wind picked up, and we had about 40 mile per hour gust over here, according to our little weather station. And then the dust, and it just a mist of rain.
I could feel the dust hitting my face outside when I was out there in the wind.
Yeah, so
and you could see it coming in. I don't know how anybody could have missed it around here.
Yeah, it's not something that we've never. I mean, I don't know. Of course, we've only been back in the area 4 or 5 years now. Yeah. So when we were in California, we'd get them, and oh boy, it'd be a mess in California because you get all kinds of winds and fires and rain and just craziness there. Where we lived in California, it never really got cold, but we could go about 45 minutes to the mountains and have snow. Yeah. So it was nice. I mean, we had that as an option for our snow.
Yeah, that part of California was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was. It was very pretty.
And that would be central, a little bit north central California.
Yeah, over by Sacramento. Yeah. You could take the BART, and you could go to Oakland or San Francisco Bay Area. Now, San Francisco Bay Area, I don't know if you ever watched, what is that show where the twin girls play it, Ashley and Mary-Kate Olsen? What was that show called? Full House.
Oh, Full House.
If you ever watch Full House and you see the street with the hills and the houses being as close, that's real. Like, that wasn't no set. That's real. I seen that, and that was pretty cool.
It was.
But the houses were like so narrow, and nobody had any yard. No yard at all.
It's like I couldn't live like that. I mean, I know people that are there are used to it.
I know, like they were right in your backyard, you know? I mean, it'd be like,
Yeah.
uh, and the cost of living, I mean, it was pretty high to live there.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a little crazy.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't understand that, but every state's different in their own way.
yep. I've already got all of the grease off of the meat. So, as soon as our water, it's almost boiling there. As soon as it starts boiling, I'll dump our noodles in. This dish doesn't take long at all to make. And like I said, it's known as Johnny Marzetti, goulash. I've heard people, I know somebody that calls it slop.
Slop?
Slop. Yeah. So, and they put corn in theirs. Now, I've never had corn in mine. Um, and some people eat it with mashed potatoes. I mean, that to me is just a very odd. I grew up just, we had goulash for dinner. That was what was for dinner. Goulash, crackers, bread and butter.
I think this is a pretty good meal.
It is. It is. It's a very hearty meal. And a little goes a long way. Like if I would make that whole 2 pound thing, that would last if when the kids were little, it would go a couple of days and
Oh yeah.
leftovers and stuff. So cleaned my green pepper out already. I took the pith and everything out. I don't know that I'm going to use all of the green pepper. We'll see here. Some people even put brown sugar in it. That would be your oldest son.
Yeah, he's weird.
he puts brown sugar in it.
Hey, I guess you never will guess what's going on outside today in our area.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
I mean, come on, think about it. It's windy.
It's windy. Yep.
Like always.
Yep. Windy and cold. At least it's not raining. So that's a good thing. I just hope, I mean, it's supposed to rain this week.
Supposed to get a lot of rain this week.
Yeah. And then it's supposed to rain Memorial Day weekend, except for Monday. Anybody got any big Memorial Day plans? You going camping or anything? We will have a cookout, obviously, at our house. I'm not quite sure on the menu yet. I told everybody my last video that we went to Albright's the other day, and they make their own bratwurst. We like to, we'll grab a pack and we'll try it every once in a while, just the different flavors. Well, they had a mushroom and Swiss brat. And when I say that was the best bratwurst that I have ever had, thing is it sells out fast. That was the last package. I told Jamie, I said, we need to go get some more of those and maybe have that for Memorial Day weekend because they were delicious. So if you are in the area and you know where Corona, Indiana is at, and Albright's for that matter, stop over there and check out their brat selection. They make those all in-house, fresh, and they've got some really good combinations. I know they've got like a pizza bratwurst. They've got the mushroom and Swiss. They got a Hawaiian bratwurst.
I like to try the Hawaiian and the pizza.
What else do they got? They got regular. They got cheddar cheese. They got jalapeno. I mean, they got all kinds. So if you're in the area, like I said, and you have the time, run over there and just check it out. Not only do they have just the brat, they got chicken sausage bratwurst as well that are flavored. And then they also do hamburgers. They pat them themselves. And we did get some mushroom and Swiss hamburgers. So I'm excited to try those as well. Because if that bratwurst was that good, can you imagine what those hamburgers are going to be like?
Oh, yeah, they ought to be good.
Delicious, yeah. Get my water to boil. I think that's probably all the green pepper. Nah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so. There's not much there. And it should, when it's cooking, cook down a lot anyway. And besides, the peppers are seeing the end of their life. So we need to use them or lose them. We've been doing a lot of stuff on the grill. Grilling is my thing. I love to grill or smoke or whatever, you know, on there. Such an easy, you know, meals. You don't have a lot of cleanup, and that's my favorite part. Cleanup. I don't have to wash the stove. Yeah, I got to wipe everything down on the grill, but that's easier than washing the stove. And so, all right. My water is starting to boil because we need to cook our noodles as well. So while that meat here is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in my diced tomatoes. Not going to put the tomato juice in yet. I have to find my little opener. And I canned these last fall. Always give your stuff that you can a sniff. You can tell if it's bad. And it smells just like fresh tomatoes. And I'm just going to dump it all in there. I like tomato pieces in my goulash. My mom and dad didn't. It was always just my mom. When my mom would make it, she would do burger, onion, salt, pepper, and tomato juice. I've zhuzhed it up for our taste. I may need a little more tomato. I don't know. We'll see. But I got that covered as well. I got more of these jars. So we were in the garden this week. We've got corn planted, zucchini, yellow squash, cucumbers. And then the rain moved in, and we got rain for, what, 2 days?
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah. So,
At once.
yeah, one day we got over an inch of rain.
1.29 inches.
Yeah. And that was just in one day. Stick some noodles in there since our water is boiling. And if anybody knows macaroni noodles, they expand. And you think you only made a little, and then you've got 10 pounds.
It's kind of like popcorn. Put a few kernels in, you think you're only going to get half a bucket, and you get a full one.
You had a full bucket, yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let our noodles hang out, get their thing cooking. They'll take about 12 minutes to cook. And I'm going to let this burger here cook with the tomatoes and the onions, and we will bring you back when the noodles are finished. Okay, so power just went out. The noodles are done. The sauce is pretty done. This will be chili on it, so we're doing this like this. I've got residual heat still on my stove because I have an electric stove. So we're just going to wing it, and we're going to finish this video.
Somehow or another.
No, trust me, we're going to finish this video. Nothing, I need absolutely nothing at this moment other than maybe a little more heat. But I think I'll have enough heat left in my glass top to heat that sauce on our noodles. So
I think the wind got us. I think the wind is not something.
Yeah, it's been bad the last couple of days. Well, all winter. I mean, we've had wind. Terrible.
Yeah,
wind.
I'm telling you, it's like we live in the desert.
I shredded up some cheese because we like cheese on our goulash, or Johnny Marzetti, whatever you guys call it. I'm going to drain my noodles. No, I'm not using my slotted spoon because I need kind of to go quick because I need the residual heat from my cooktop.
So if it's a little dark,
yeah, we apologize if it's a little dark, but
this is what we got to deal with. No power.
What we got to work with. No power, no light, nothing. So put this in my pan before I do my noodles. So that'll be nice and hot. And this was the ground meat, the peppers, onions. I don't know if you can tell. That's what it looks like. And then our hot noodles. I'm going to put some of this in there first. And all I did was shake it because it separates. You notice that it was separated. Didn't look much like tomato juice. It's tomato juice. I don't know how much of that I'll use. I'll start off with the half. That way it'll get heated up from my heat that is in my meat. Take this pan, carry this over here so I don't make a mess everywhere. And put our hot noodles in here. Look at that. Moving right along. We're doing all right.
Yeah, you are. For not having any power, the power going out. We got this, or you got this dinner just about done.
Yep. Just about done.
I guess if it stays like this, I'll have to get the generator out.
Oh, yeah. Usually they're really quick at getting the back on if it goes out. Yep, I used the whole jar. That was 4 cups. That is a quart jar. It is 4 cups. So that was 4 cups of tomato juice. Okay, I'm going to give it a taste to see if it needs any more salt. Because when I can my tomato juice, I don't salt it. So a little more salt.
Is it hot?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good.
Yeah, see?
For one time I'm gonna say I'm glad it's hot.
Tom, I said, now you're gonna appreciate that hot.
Yeah.
I don't even need to put it back on the stove. It is that hot. All right. I'm gonna give it one more taste. Do you ever taste test when you're cooking? And like if you're doing it, you get full, like you can barely eat dinner. This is why.
That would be a problem. Perfect.
Really, really good. So there. I'm not going to tilt it much because it will slide out, but there is our pot of what we call goulash. Others call them Johnny Marzetti. Easy meal: pounded burger, onion, green pepper, salt, pepper, black garlic. Cooked it all up. I dumped in a jar of the diced tomatoes, cooked it, and of course, till the power went out. Had my noodles cooking, and it's about a pound of macaroni noodles. Drained them, threw it all in this dish, and there you go. Basically one pot meal. I mean, I do have another pot from my burger, but super easy to do. I mean, we were done in, can't look at the clock on the stove, 20 minutes. I mean, this was a real easy meal to put together. So Give it a try. If you've already tried it, tell me how you guys do it. What do you add to it? What do you do different than what we do? I know that there's lots of different ways that people make this and lots of different names that they call it. So let us know in the comments. I'd be interested in how you make it and what you guys call it. So for now, we're going to enjoy our meal, I guess, in the outside light.
Yeah.
If you could like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be great. We would appreciate it. And we will see you all in the next video. Y'all have a great night. Bye.